Hello, awesome family. Of course, we are getting ready for the show, so you get the all exclusive in studio perspective prior to the show coming on. We got a few minutes before we actually go live on air, so I hope you are ready for a good time tonight. I got some good information. Oh my God, so many things have taken place, so I cannot wait to get in the show with you. Make sure you keep your dial locked because it's about to go down.
1069, Winterville, Aden, Grifton, Southside, Greenville, North Carolina.
Say it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. And thank you for tuning in. Of course, it is Friday, April the 27th, 2018. And of course, it's 8 p.m. in Eastern North Carolina. And I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm your hostess, Portia Bright, and this is the press release. Now, today is a very special day, and a lot of people have not been paying attention to the fact that, with everything that is going on. Today is actually Arbor Day, and Arbor Day is pretty much set in stone to celebrate trees. And people really don't know that Arbor Day actually started back in 1872 by J. Sterling Morton in Nebraska, as I mentioned to you, to celebrate trees. But it wasn't until the 1920s that each state in the United States began to celebrate Arbor Day. So yes, today is Arbor Day, and just to give you a little bit of history about that, trees have been around for hundreds of millions of years, but the longest living tree still stands today is believed to be 5,062 years old, and it is a Great Basin bristlecone pine. It's actually in California's White Mountains. So if you're ever in California, make sure you head over to the White Mountains so that way you can actually find this 5,000-year-old tree. I thought it was so cool when I was reading about that, because a lot of times people don't think about the environment and how important our trees are. We see more people cutting down trees than we see them planting trees. So it's really good to actually have a holiday that kind of reminds us the importance of, the environment and trees and so forth. Yeah, so your girl had to share that with you. Now, but before I get any deeper into the show, of course, I want to encourage you, wherever you're tuning in right now, please head over to our Awesome Radio 106.9 page. You can leave any comments, you can leave your stars. We love the stars here. I do anyway. It kind of makes us feel good and lets us know that the information that we're sharing with you, that you're valuing that information and that you are listening, of course. Now, we have this new thing going on in the studio where we want to give you, our awesome listeners, the opportunity to see what we have going on in the studio. And if you just so happen to be tuning in from our Awesome Radio Facebook page, then you're watching me currently from the Mevo. It's one of the most awesomest things that I've actually seen. And so it gives our awesome listeners a little bit more perspective of what we do in the studio. So I'm really happy about that. Kind of makes our shows a little bit more intimate. So you only get that here at Awesome Radio, 2 thumbs up. So I said head over and do those stars and stuff. Now, let's get into what I have for you this evening. Early voting has begun, of course. That took place beginning on April the 19th, and it's going to go on until May the 5th. Of course, before our primary election day, which will be May the 8th, of course. Now, I was able to call the Pitt County Board of Elections to actually see how many people had actually voted as of yesterday, and that number was at 3,036 people who have actually voted. People, I cannot stress this enough. There are only 8 more days before the early voting period closes and we go into the May 8th primary election day. We right now are looking at low numbers, low turnout for people who are actually getting out there to vote. I don't even need to stress this. Well, I actually do, because we need to change the dynamics of things. When I heard that they were reporting that this has been some of the lowest turnout rates, I'm like, geez, I feel like we should be setting new records with everything that's taking place on every level of government to basically basically go from the lowest level of turnouts to actually having the highest level of turnouts. This is the time to do so. I mean, it's not no time. There's no better time than now to actually get those things accomplished, get those people in those positions that are going to make sure that they are for the people, servants of the people, versus being masters of the people. And so you need to get out there and vote, find your polling locations. You can actually head over to the state Board of Elections website, to whatever state you're tuning in right now, to actually find where you're supposed to be going to vote at. And if you're here in Pitt County, of course, you know we have the Pitt County Board of Elections here, and as well as the North Carolina State Board of Elections. So you can go to either location, wherever you're tuning in, check out your state's Board of Elections. We all have them, and so they'll give you all the information that you need. And also, with this one-stop early voting, you're actually able to register to vote when you go to cast your vote during early voting only. And so this is very critical, guys. Awesome family, I need for us to call up our cousins, our grandkids, our sisters, brothers, uncles, whoever we need to talk to convince them to actually go out and cast your vote. I mean, we need it, and I know you've been hearing my commercial, my little spiel that I've been giving you here on Awesome Radio 106.9 about the importance of voting. You matter, your voice matters, and so if you don't go out there, it's kind of like, why are you even, bringing up any issues if you're not going to be a part of solving or providing some type of solutions to the issues. And so let's make sure we get out there to cast our vote, call up some family members, and let them know that it's time to go do this. Now, we got to get on something that has really sparked a lot of controversy. Our beloved Secretary of HUD, Dr. Ben Carson, I need somebody to go get their uncle, take his laptop, take his cell phone, or any type of mobile device that he actually has, where he's able to come up with some of the type of things that he's done. Now, just recently, the Secretary of HUD, Ben Carson, plans to propose tripling the rent of some low-income Americans receiving federal housing subsidies. Now,